Liberal woman harassed on street by two men. Unexpected hero. Donald Trump steps in, saves her life. In the bustling heart of New York City, where the cacophony of daily life drowns out individual stories, one tale rose above the noise. Emma Larson, a known liberal activist with a penchant for advocating for social justice, found herself in a harrowing situation one evening. She was walking home from a rally, her mind still alight with the passion of her speech on equality, when two men, fueled by disagreement with her views, began to follow her. Their words were sharp, their intentions darker as they closed the distance on a less crowded street. Emma, feeling the weight of their hostility, quickened her pace, her heart racing not just from fear, but from the irony of being attacked for her advocacy of peace and understanding. The men's taunts grew louder, their steps more menacing, until the situation escalated into physical aggression. One of the men grabbed her arm, yanking her to a halt, while the other blocked her path. At this critical moment, the streetlights cast a long shadow from across the road. Donald Trump, recognizable even from a distance with his signature hair and commanding presence, was crossing the street. Initially, his presence might have seemed like a prelude to further conflict given the political divide. But what unfolded was anything but predictable. Trump, seeing the distress, didn't hesitate. With a voice that carried both authority and urgency, he boomed, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" The men turned, momentarily surprised by the interruption, their bravado faltering under the gaze of a figure they hadn't anticipated encountering. One of the assailants tried to dismiss the situation. "This is none of your business, man." But Trump, with a sharp retort, stepped closer. "It becomes my business when someone's in danger." His body language was clear. He was not backing down. He positioned himself between Emma and her harassers, using his presence as a shield. Seeing an opportunity, Emma, though shaken, managed to slip her phone from her pocket, dialing 911. Trump kept the conversation going, engaging the men with a mix of calm and command, buying time. "You know, we might not see eye to eye on politics, but this isn't how we solve disagreements," he said, his tone firm yet devoid of the usual political edge. The standoff ended quickly as sirens approached, the sound of justice imminent. The men, realizing the gravity of their actions, decided to flee, but not before Trump had their features and part of their license plate memorized. He turned to Emma, his expression softening. "Are you okay?" he asked, extending a hand to help steady her. Emma, still processing the surreal turn of events, nodded, her eyes wide with a mix of shock and gratitude. I didn't expect this," she admitted, her voice a whisper against the backdrop of the arriving police. Trump stayed with her until the officers arrived, ensuring she was safe and giving a detailed account of what he had witnessed. The police thanked him, and as Emma was led to give her statement, Trump offered words of encouragement. "Keep advocating for what you believe in. Just do it safely." The moment Trump left, Emma felt a mixture of relief and introspection. She had always viewed him through the lens of political opposition. Yet here he was, not as a political figure, but as a human being extending help when it was most needed. This act of courage from an unexpected quarter began to reshape her understanding of human complexity beyond political labels. As the news of the incident broke, it sparked a conversation across the nation. Media outlets, social media, and even late-night shows discussed the event, not to sensationalize, but to reflect on the broader implications of unity and diversity. Emma herself became a symbol of this unexpected alliance, her story shared by those from all political spectrums, advocating for a dialogue based on respect rather than division. In the days following, Emma received messages from people she'd never met, many of whom had previously opposed her views. They thanked her for highlighting a moment where political differences were set aside for the sake of humanity. She responded with a new campaign, Unity in Adversity, aimed at fostering understanding and respect across political divides, using her experience as a testament to the power of human connection over political contention. Trump, in his own public statements, spoke about the incident as a reminder of what truly matters. "We might disagree on policy, but we agree on the basics of human decency," he said during a press conference, using the event to call for an end to the harassment of anyone for their beliefs. His words, though surprising to some, resonated with many, offering a rare moment of common ground in an often polarized landscape. The incident led to unexpected outcomes. Schools and community groups began hosting discussions on civility and respect in political discourse, using Emma and Trump's story as a case study. Universities invited Emma to speak on panels about the intersection of politics and human rights, where she emphasized the importance of seeing the person beyond the political stance. Emma's newfound perspective also influenced her activism. She started working with a broader coalition of groups, including some with whom she previously clashed, to push for policies that promote safety, respect, and inclusivity. Her story became a catalyst for a movement that sought to heal the divides within communities, proving that acts of kindness could indeed be a powerful force for change. Even in the political arena, the story was cited as an example of how leaders could transcend partisanship in moments of human need. It prompted some politicians to reconsider their approach to public engagement, focusing more on shared human values rather than just political points. Emma's encounter with Trump had inadvertently become a narrative of hope, illustrating that in the darkest times, the light of humanity could shine through, fostering a more united and empathetic society. Months later, Emma and Trump's paths crossed again at a public event where they were both speaking about the importance of dialogue and democracy. The moment was poignant. They shared a stage, advocating for a more respectful discourse. Emma spoke first, detailing how her life had been changed that night, not just by the physical rescue, but by the philosophical shift it instilled in her. Sometime, she said, it's not about agreeing on everything, but about agreeing to treat each other with respect. Trump followed, acknowledging the complexity of political life, but reinforcing the message of human decency. That night, he said, was not about politics. It was about seeing someone in need and acting. We can all learn from that. The audience, a mix of liberals, conservatives, and those in between, gave a standing ovation, recognizing the rare moment of unity it represented. The story of Emma and Trump became a touchstone for many, symbolizing that even in times of deep division, acts of kindness, understanding, and bravery can bridge gaps, offering a vision of what society could be if human values were placed above political battles. It was a testament to the idea that heroism can come from the most unexpected places, and that sometimes the most profound lessons in humanity are taught in the most unexpected ways.